Excuse me, Lena, but what do you think you're doing by going back to your parents' home without having taken care of the house chores and the errands I asked you to do? Come back at once and finish up the house chores, and drive me to my lessons.
Good morning, Alice. I'm afraid it's not possible right now as I'm on a train.
What? To begin with, you shouldn't even think about going back to your parents' home right now. I don't care whether you're on the train or not, you can get off at the next station, so come back home at once.
I believe I told you before that my brother is getting married, so I will be away for about a week or so.
I do remember you telling me, but I don't remember giving you the permission to go back. Come back at once.
Please don't talk nonsense. I can't not attend my brother's wedding as his younger sister. It would be impolite to his fiancé's family.
Do you think I care about such a thing? You don't seem to have enough of a sense of responsibility as my son's wife. It seems like I need to be even more strict on you from now on.
Are you telling me that I can't attend my brother's wedding nor go back to my parents' home?
Of course, why even question the matter? Once you get married, that means that you cut your family ties with your parents. That is a given.
So you say, but in your case, I hear that you are still very much dependent on your younger sister and that you continue to go back multiple times a year to visit your family's house.
What?
And that's considered all right?
It's all right because that's my case.
Oh, I see. In that case, it also means that it's all right for me to go back to my parents' place.
What?
I have to get off the train soon, so please excuse me.
Hold on a moment, Lena. You need to face the facts. You were raised by your father, and you were allowed to marry into a family that manages a company. You need to realize just how fortunate you are. That sort of rebellious attitude gives away your unforgivable behavior. If this is how you want to deal with the matter, then I will take action. Don't come begging for my forgiveness later.
Lena, seems like Mom did something crazy again.
Oh, John.
I came back home from work and was getting out my formal wear when Mom started complaining to me about you. I told her that I didn't have much time and managed to leave the house, but I guess it wouldn't feel good if you were told such things. I'm really sorry. I want just the two of us to live on our own, but I need to make sure that it's the right timing, especially with Dad.
I'm fine. I know what your plans are, and I'm pretty good at resisting, so no worries.
Yeah, please hold on tight for a little longer. I'm sorry.
Yeah, really, don't worry. And where are you now, John?
I just met up with Dad at the train station and am standing on the platform. We'll be taking the train we plan to take.
I got it. Safe travels.
Yep, thanks.
Excuse me, Alice. Nearly all of my things arrived at my parents' place today. This is more or less everything that I had in the house.
Oh, did they arrive? I sent your stuff to your parents' place, of course, with cash on delivery. There was much more stuff than I thought, so packing them was such hard work.
Could you explain to me what is going on?
Well, you ignored my order and went back to your parents' house. That means that you have no intention of coming back here, right? That's why I kindly packed up your things and sent them to your parents' place.
Oh, I see. Well, thank you.
Why don't you just get a divorce now? If you don't plan to come back, that also means that you don't plan to continue being married to my son, right? If you wish, I can send you the necessary divorce papers all filled out for you with my son's name on it.
No, that will not be necessary.
Oh, really? Even if you try to resist getting a divorce, you won't be able to enter this house anymore. After all, you disobeyed your husband's mother's order and went back to your parents' home without my permission. Did you understand me? You are not to come back here anymore.
Yes, as you wish.
Oh, so you do listen to me on that point.
That's right. It seems that we agree on that point. Or rather, it's the only point we agree on. Thank you for sending me my things. However, I can't take any responsibility for whatever may happen later on.
What?
John will be messaging you later. He told me. Please excuse me.
John? Oh, I was just messaging with Lena.
Why did you do such a thing?
What are you talking about?
Things are really chaotic here right now because you sent all of Lena's things to her parents' home. In order to find out what made you do this, Lena messaged you. And you told her to divorce me?
What? You saw that message?
That's right. I saw the messages word for word right next to Lena. Dad was also reading them with us.
Your father? What? Your father is also there? Why? What is going on here? I thought that you and your father were going to attend a wedding of one of your partner company's presidents.
That business partner happens to be Lena's brother.
What? That means Lena's brother's wedding that she attended is the same one that you and your father attended? The one with your business partners?
Goodness sakes, did you think that these would be two different weddings on the same day?
Well, yes.
When we exchanged greetings with Lena's family, I explained to you about her brother. Don't you remember?
Oh, was that right?
And also, I remember now how rude you were when you found out that Lena grew up in a single parent's home. But I didn't think that you would have forgotten everything about her brother when he introduced himself to you. I'm not even angry, I'm just stupefied.
And your father?
Dad is in the midst of apologizing to Lena, her father, and her brother on your behalf.
What?
But this shouldn't be a surprise. To find out that their precious family member was being harassed by their business partner's family. There is now undeniable proof thanks to your messages.
It's not my fault because I didn't know about that.
Even if you didn't know, the fact remains that you were harassing Lena.
This was not harassment. I was just teaching her the basic manners as her mother-in-law.
Oh, stop it. It's just miserable hearing you make excuses like this.
But...
Well, whatever it is, the consequence will be the same.
The consequence?
We ended up doing this ahead of the schedule since you sent Lena's things to her parents' house. But enough is enough. There is no use waiting around anymore.
John, what are you talking about?
Dad is going to take the first train back home tomorrow and explain things to you then. That's all for me. Bye.
Lena, you can come back home now.
What?
Also, tell me your brother's contact information.
What is going on?
I'm not harassing you, and I need to clear up this misunderstanding with your brother. I hear he's the president of my husband's business partner's company. This is how things are, so you come back home right now and tell me your brother's contact information.
Excuse me?
Do it quickly.
I am no longer a part of your family anymore.
What?
John has decided to change his last name to mine.
What? What are you saying?
Also, I hear that your husband asked you for a divorce.
How do you know that?
Well, I had heard about it from him previously.
What? Beforehand?
I was so fed up with her awful attitude, and then when she began harassing my son's wife, I really couldn't let things go on the way they were, since this would also damage our business, not to mention our family relationships. That is how he came to his conclusion, he told me.
What on earth? What is this? My husband, who I've been together with for many years, suddenly wants to get a divorce? My son, whom I have given everything, is taken away from me by his wife, and he decides to change his name to his wife's surname? Why are the two of them ganging up on me, one after the other?
John and your husband decided to act at the same time.
What?
They figured that if one of them acted before the other, you would come to depend on that person entirely. And in order to avoid having to go through such a situation, the two of them decided to act at the same time.
What is that? That's absolutely terrible.
You're conveniently forgetting the fact that you harassed your daughter-in-law. I think that is much more terrible in many ways.
In any case, give me your brother's contact information now.
Your husband and John have told me that. I don't need to listen to a word you say, which obviously means I don't need to follow your orders.
This is your husband's mother ordering you to do this. You have to listen to me.
Are you not aware of the fact that your position will soon be taken away from you? I don't plan to listen to what you say either, and I am not such an idiot that I would give you my brother's personal information.
What the?
John told me that I don't need to deal with you anymore.
Wait a moment.
So please excuse me.
Lena!
The day after the divorce was finalized, "It's all that woman's fault," said my mother-in-law, and jumped onto the train to come to my parents' house. Or that's what she had intended to do, but for some reason, she got onto the train going in the opposite direction and got off at the wrong train station. It seems that she had not remembered where my parents' home was and got off at a station that sounded similar to the one where my parents' home is. Because she couldn't quite remember the address, the police finally became involved. I'm not sure what she wanted to do. Her relative came to pick her up and was sent straight to her parents' home in the next town. After that, she stayed at the house in which her parents and her younger sister live in, but without doing any work whatsoever. At the moment, they're planning to move her away to a place where she can both live and work in the same place.
Hey, Laurel. I just turned in the divorce papers. That apartment room is going to be me and Cindy's room from tomorrow. Pack your stuff and leave by today.
I understand.
Jesus, if I had known you were infertile, I never would have married you.
Still, I don't understand why you thought that meant it was okay for you to cheat on me.
It's your fault for not being able to have children. And you're telling me to test whether I was infertile or not. You even made me come with you on your infertility treatment. You probably wouldn't have let me divorce you unless I cheated on you like this. I accept that you were prepared to have my children, but you're infertile, so it doesn't matter. Do you realize how much you're embarrassing yourself with all these pathetic, useless efforts of yours?
I did an infertility test and it said I had no problems. You still wouldn't believe me, so that's why I had myself tested at other clinics as well. But all of the tests came out saying I was fine. Don't you understand that unless you take an infertility test as well as we won't find out the reason we can't have children?
I already told you this before. There's no way that I'm infertile. Give it up already.
I see. It looks like you just don't care anymore. We already divorced. So have a baby for all I care with this new wife of yours.
Yep, Cindy's already been tested. And it seems there's nothing wrong with her. She's sure to be able to have children. Unlike you. Get at it, starting from tomorrow.
Well then, goodbye.
Hey, Laurel. Long time no see. It's been 3 years, right?
Huh? Oh, I must have forgot to block you. Bye.
Hold on, you're at the obstetrics and gynecology clinic, right?
Huh?
This morning, today. My wife Cindy has been pregnant for 4 months, and we frequently go to that clinic. Just as we were going home after paying the bills, you came into the clinic.
Oh, really? I didn't notice at all.
Anyways, what's an infertile woman like you doing at such a place? Shouldn't you have nothing to do with obstetrics and gynecology clinics if you can't have children?
It's not the case that only pregnant people go to obstetrics and gynecology clinics. There are also people that go to such clinics because they have related illnesses.
Oh, I get it. Do you have an illness in your uterus or something?
No, I don't.
Then what is it?
Sorry, but I'm currently driving and I'm only texting you because of a red light. I have to start the car by now, so bye.
Hey, wait. At least answer my question first. What business does an infertile woman like you have at an obstetrics and gynecology clinic? Hi. We saw each other again this morning, huh?
Huh?
We passed each other by at the clinic entrance, remember?
You were there again? I didn't notice.
If that last time wasn't the only time you visited the clinic, then that must mean you come here regularly.
Kind of, yeah.
That reminds me. I heard you got married with another man.
How do you know about that?
Found out as soon as it happened by asking a mutual acquaintance. You trying to treat your infertility or something? There's no use going to obstetrics and gynecology clinic if you can't have children, you know. Even if you weren't infertile. You're almost too old to have a child anyways. You're just wasting your money.
I already had a baby.
What?
I found out as soon as I married my new husband. I went to the clinic the first time you passed me by to have my 1-month-old daughter checked up. Today we visited the pediatric clinic located in the same building for my 3-month-old daughter's checkup.
Huh? You must be lying, right?
Speaking of which, you say you already noticed me twice at the clinic, but didn't you notice my husband who was right next to me and the baby in his arms?
What?
My husband usually carries our daughter when the three of us go out. It was like that when we went to the clinic as well. But still, one would think that you would make a connection between me and the people standing right next to me.
Is what you're saying true? That's the baby's not your husband's child from his previous marriage or something, right? Or maybe an adopted child.
Nope, I'm pretty sure I gave birth to her.
Then why didn't you get pregnant when I was with you?
Why don't you think for yourself on that matter? All I can say is that I'm not infertile. You just didn't believe what I told you so many times before you got divorced.
There's no way.
This sounds ridiculous. But don't you think that me actually getting pregnant and having a baby is proof that I'm not infertile?
It doesn't make any sense, because it can't be me who's infertile, because my wife Cindy is currently pregnant.
There's no use telling me this. I don't know. My daughter started throwing a tantrum, so bye.
Is that guy with the glasses your new husband?
Huh?
So he was carrying a baby. What you're saying was true.
What? You were at the clinic again today?
No. My office is near the clinic, and I can see the parking lot well from where I work. I thought that it was almost time for your daughter's 6-month checkup, so I was making sure to keep an eye out. That's when I saw you and a man carrying a baby out of a car together. The two of you looking so happy side by side.
Is it fine now that you believe what I told you?
What?
You wanted to see with your own eyes because you were wondering whether I was actually infertile or not, right? Now that you got what you wanted, will you leave me alone now? Don't contact me again.
Laurel, I got divorced.
What?
To tell you the truth, I thought about what you said and got an infertility test. I also had a DNA test with the baby Cindy gave birth to. Turns out that I have an illness that makes me infertile unless it's treated. And that the baby Cindy gave birth to was not my child. I found out who the other guy was and made the two pay an alimony.
Is that so?
So, Laurel, we can get remarried if you want.
Huh? Hold on a minute. Why are you saying that as if I wanted to remarry you?
But this and that happened between us, but still we have conversations by text, which is why I'm certain that even after all these years, you still can't forget me.
What? Stop joking around. You're creeping me out.
No need to get all mad. I think it would be best for you if you were honest with me about your feelings, right? You'll marry me again, won't you? I want a child I'm related to by blood. It's already been proved that you can have children, so I'm not worried about that anymore. Let's get through this infertility treatment together.
You're disgusting.
Huh?
Don't you realize that what you're saying is ridiculous? Yes, one of the reasons we got divorced was because for some reason you said I was infertile. But the biggest reason we got divorced was because you cheated on me, no?
Why are you suddenly acting so cold?
It's because I don't want anything to do with you anymore.
Laurel. If it's Laurel you want, she isn't here anymore, since she went to take care of our daughter. Huh? Who are you? Sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm the man Laurel married after you two got divorced, which means that I'm her husband. I'm not going to tell you my name since it might help you find out where we live. So forgive me, but I'll remain anonymous. What? I'm going to tell you this so you don't have any misunderstandings. But I'm the one who told Laurel it might be best if she didn't block you suddenly, so that we can keep an eye on you. What? I thought that it might be dangerous if we completely cut contact with you, since it seems that we've passed each other by a few times at the clinic. By the way, I was sitting next to my wife when you two were having a conversation by text. Which means that I know everything you two were talking about, I'm afraid. Seriously, and to think I was careful to text her only on weekend afternoons, since I knew she got married again. Oh, so that means that you didn't want to bother me with your texts. But I work from home, and am at home most of the time, so I can come to my wife whenever she needs my help. What? Are you serious? Sorry, I guess. Well, that's the situation. I've no intention of handing over my wife, who I love so much, to cheating scum like you. Give me Laurel. Please just give it up already. Laurel, you're reading this right. I'm begging you, remarry me. For some reason, it looks like I've gotten divorced a second time, which means that it's going to be really difficult for me to find another wife. If only you forgave me and said that you wanted to have my children, this time, for sure, I'll make you happy. And I want to be happy as well, so please. Hey, will you cut it out already? Huh? I'm not going to let you get in contact with Laurel ever again. You were still at the phone? Of course I was. There's no way I'm going to show Laurel such a disgusting piece of text. Disgusting, you said. Huh, fine then. You know I work nearby to the clinic Laurel usually goes to. I still have plenty of chances to get in contact with Laurel. Oh, that's right. I forgot to tell you. The three of us moved. What? But you moved? The new house we're having prepared has just finished. So we're going to be moving there. Which means that we're going to be changing clinics to somewhere near the new house. What did you say? There's one more thing I want to tell you. Laurel's parents have also moved. What? The people who now live at their old house are complete strangers, so don't you get any ideas. I'm telling you this so you don't try and barge into their house out of desperation and cause everyone trouble. Hold on. If that's the case, then what am I going to do from now? I'm going to be blocking, then deleting your account from Laurel's smartphone. Huh? This means that we're truly going to be rid of you. Hold on. Goodbye then.
Even though my husband warned him, it seemed that my ex-husband decided to take his chances on his last sliver of hope and barge into the old house of my parents. Luckily, no one was inside the house, which means that no one was hurt. He rang the doorbell and screamed at the front of the door, but there was no reaction, so he went into a frenzy and started destroying the property. He broke a window leading into their yard and broke in, causing a mess in the living room. The neighbors called the cops on him, and he was arrested for breaking into private property. That being the case, he caused a lot of trouble to a family who had nothing to do with anything. Not only did the money he get as an alimony from his ex-wife and the guy she was cheating on disappear, but he was forced to go into debt to pay for the damages he caused. I don't know for sure what happened to him after that, but there are rumors that he was put into a mental facility.